Hello and welcome. In a recent video I mentioned that I've begun to speculate that the Ludens mascot figure for Kojima Productions is in some way going to feature in Hideo Kojima's upcoming game, Death Stranding. As it stands, the two are not officially related, but we all know how much Kojima loves to troll his fans, and I'm starting to think that the Ludens figure is more than a mere mascot and may be an important part of Death Stranding. When Kojima left Konami in 2015, he created a new studio called Kojima Productions and revealed the company with the Ludens helmet logo. A website was launched with the tagline "From Sapiens to Ludens", Ludens being the Latin word for play, and the website features a message which reads, "We are Homo Ludens, those who play. From the moment we enter this world, we instinctively invent ways to have fun and share our inventions with those around us. We are not asked to do this, nor do we need reasons to create. It is simply who we are. We find one another and compete with one another. We laugh together and cry together, all while playing together. Our experiences bind us and liberate us. To share our most valuable experiences, we create stories, invent tools, and evolve the art of play. Play has been our ally since the dawn of civilization. Playing is not simply a pastime, it is the primordial basis of imagination and creation. Truth be told, Homo Ludens, those who play, are simultaneously Homo faber, those who create. Even if the earth was stripped of life and reduced to a barren wasteland, our imagination and desire to create would survive, beyond survival. It would provide hope that flowers may one day bloom again. Through the invention of play, our new evolution awaits us. Kojima Productions, we are Homo Ludens, we are those who play. A short while later, Kojima Productions posted a video that serves as the intro for the company and features the futuristic Ludens figure planting a flag as a hologram of a whale crashes down beside him. A close-up image of the Ludens figure was also shown, and fans speculated that it was Norman Reedus in the suit. Kojima said that it was actually him in the suit, and that he had his face scanned specially for it. In an interview at San Diego Comic-Con with Jeff Keighley, Kojima stated that the Ludens mascot would not be a character featured in Death Stranding. If this was any other developer, then I wouldn't think much of it, but this is Kojima. He's notorious for messing with fans and giving misinformation about his games. Metal Gear Solid 2 was advertised with Solid Snake returning as the main character, but in reality we played as this idiot. Kojima stated that Metal Gear Solid 5 would focus on Big Boss, when really it focused on a stand-in Big Boss. Kojima just loves to keep his fans confused, and I really doubt that he wouldn't use similar tactics when promoting his brand new IP. I might be totally wrong about all of this, but I think there is some evidence to suggest that Ludens are a part of Death Stranding, and I want to show you this evidence. First up, let's examine the close-up of the Ludens face. Most of the face is covered by the mask, so it's pretty hard to identify the man one way or another, but Kojima did say that it's his face, so why doesn't the Ludens' eye colour match Kojima's? As you can see, the Ludens appears to have quite light eyes, whereas Kojima's are dark brown. You know who does have light eyes? Norman Reedus. Secondly, I want to look back at the Kojima Productions intro. Notice how similar its theme is to the trailers that we've seen for Death Stranding. We see the Luden make a footprint in the sand, akin to the handprints in the sand we've seen in the Death Stranding trailers. The area he's walking in appears to be very similar to the area shown in the third Death Stranding trailer, like an ocean floor that's had the sea removed, hence all the dead fish imagery. What appears to be a whale somehow swims past, then we see another planet appear. The camera pulls back to show the Luden is stood in a large crater, again similar to the one featured in the third trailer, and then he plants the Kojima Productions flag. A holographic whale then leaps up and crashes down beside him. It's all very similar in themes and imagery to that shown in Death Stranding, and that seems unlikely to be a coincidence. I also want to point out the whale. When Metal Gear Solid 5 was first teased, a gameplay trailer showed the opening where Big Boss is escaping the hospital. However, nothing in the trailer confirms it as a Metal Gear game, and the game was originally announced as a new title called The Phantom Pain, and was apparently being developed by a company called Moby Dick Studios. Kojima had already announced Metal Gear Solid 5 as Ground Zeroes at this point, but fans noticed lots of hints in the Phantom Pain that pointed to Kojima. For instance, it was said the game's development was being led by a Swedish developer named Joakim Mogren, Joakim being an anagram of Kojima. It was later revealed that the Phantom Pain was indeed Metal Gear Solid 5, and that Ground Zeroes was just the short prologue mission we got a year or so earlier. The whale in the Kojima Productions intro feels like a reference to the fake Moby Dick studio and a nod to the massive misdirection that was the Phantom Pain's original reveal. I think Kojima is trolling us again, and he's put a massive hint right in front of us. It's also worth noting that the mission statement posted on the Kojima Productions website hints at the themes of Death Stranding. The line, "Even if the Earth was stripped of life and reduced to a barren wasteland, our imagination and desire to create would survive. Beyond survival, it would provide hope that flowers may one day bloom again." It's very similar to what we've seen in the world of Death Stranding, a world that appears to be ravaged, devoid of life, and a little more than a wasteland. An interesting choice of words, to be sure. Perhaps the most obvious evidence that Ludens exists within the world of Death Stranding is the fact that, in the third trailer shown at the Game Awards last year, you can see a small Ludens keyring attached to the baby pod that Reedus picks up. It's possible that this is just an Easter egg planted by Kojima, but I think it's also possible that Ludens are an organisation of some sort in Death Stranding, possibly one Reedus' character is a part of, hence the keyring. Another thing I'd like to point out is, whilst Kojima Productions worked on the Metal Gear Solid games, their logo was this, very similar to the Fox logo featured in the Metal Gear games. Could it be that Kojima is once again using a logo from one of his games to be his company's logo? Last but not least, Kojima Productions also recently showed off a design for a female version of the Ludens mascot, which to me implies that there's more than one of them. If the Ludens figure is nothing more than a mascot, then why are there multiple designs being made, and of different genders? So there you have it. There are the clues I've been noticing that suggest there's more to Ludens than meets the eye. I want you to take this video with a pinch of salt. I could be wrong about all of this, but I just wanted to share my thoughts with you. Who knows, maybe Kojima is intentionally trying to draw similarities to Death Stranding and the Ludens figure, and it's just him messing with us. Still, I think it's worth pointing out. Let me know what you think and what your theories are in the comments. I could talk all day about this game. See you next time, Ludens.